Okay, here's a little bonus lesson for you. I'm going to show you a little bit of hybrid picking. Hybrid picking means using your plectrum between thumb and first finger, and using the second finger. Well, that's my hybrid picking anyway. We're going to play a run based on the pentatonic scale, just as a way of an introduction to playing with pick and fingers. So let's start the run. It's going to be this run. That's it, slow. You might have noticed that it's a similar pattern all the way down. So once you've learnt one part of it, it's actually quite easy to apply that run all the way down to the bottom string. So we're going to start off on the 5th fret on the E string, and we're going to hammer on from the 5th to the 8th, back to the 5th. And that's using second finger. Then we're going to go to the 8th fret on the B, and then back to the 5th fret on the E string. So there we have first part. So the E string is played with the finger, the second finger, and the B string is played with the pick. Second half of that run, played with the pick. So you're pulling off from the 8th to the 5th fret on the B, and then to the 7th fret on the G. And that's sort of in itself the segment of the whole run that you then apply all the way down the string. So we have so all the way through you're just playing the E string. Every note that's played on the E string is played with your finger, and all the other notes are played with your pick. Then you start the same run again, but what you're doing is you're applying it to the next string down in the pentatonic. So you start on the B. So you do the same thing again. It sounds like this, first two. So that's two segments, if you like. So basically what happens is the same thing. 5th fret, hammer on up to the 8th fret on the B, pull off back down to the 5th, play the 7th on the G, 5th, and then back down to the 7th on the D. And then it repeats again, starting on the G. And using pentatonic notes all the way through. So that with that one, it's hammering on from the 5th to the 7th on the G, and then back to the D string on the 7th, 5th on the D, 7th on the A, going on to the next set of strings, D, hammer on and pull off, back to the 5th on the D, 7th fret on the A, 5th fret on the A, and then back down to the 8th fret on the E. And then for the final one, you sort of run out of strings at this point, so you can't do a complete run, and you end up back on the 5th fret on the E string. So I'll play that again and just try and explain that very last bit. There's 1, there's 2, 3, 4, and then for the last one, because you can't go any further down. So that's the run itself. Try it very slowly to begin with. It's one of those ones where obviously it can end up being a little bit of a problem if you don't start slow. And don't forget, this is about pick and finger, so make sure that the top string that you're playing in each of the runs is always played with the finger, and the rest of it's played with the plectrum. I'll say that one more time. And once, nice and quick. And once more. Okay. Here's a little VAM just to show you how you can use this hybrid pentatonic run over a song. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4.